Today, we're diving into Google Drive, known as one of the most powerful yet easy-to-use tools you can use to keep your files accessible and organized. Let's get started by making sure you're familiar with the left-hand side menu of Google Drive, as this is where most of the magic happens. Now, we're going to circle back to the New button in just a moment, because of course, that's essential when it comes to uploading or creating new files. But let's get familiar with some of the other areas on the left-hand side. First, we have our home screen. That's what we're viewing right now, and as you can see, we've got a nice big search bar at the top that we can use to search for any files we need to find. But below the search bar, you'll see a combination of two sections: suggested folders and suggested files. Now, I want to mention something here. These aren't necessarily the files that you've last touched or edited, nor do the suggested folders necessarily correspond to those you've recently accessed. Instead, Google Drive is smart enough to assess your recent behavior and suggest helpful folders or files you might want to access. For example, if you recently edited a document or opened a folder, it will pop up here. It's like having Google anticipate what you're likely to need, which can save time. However, this might not always be super helpful for everyone, so don't worry too much about the home screen if you're not seeing exactly what you expect. The real action happens in the My Drive area. This is where you'll spend most of your time. It's essentially your personal storage space where everything is located. As you can see, I've got a couple of folders here. These folders are filled with more folders and files, but anything that doesn't live inside a folder will also show up in My Drive. So, this screen is essentially the heart of your Google Drive. It's where you can see everything in one place. Now, if you want to dive deeper into a folder, just click on it, and you'll open it up to reveal even more files and folders within. As you do that, you'll notice something handy: breadcrumbs at the top of the screen. These breadcrumbs show you the path you've taken, so if you want to go back to a previous folder or all the way back to My Drive, just click on those breadcrumb links to easily navigate your way around. It's a quick and convenient way to track where you are within your drive. But that's not the only way you can view your files. Let's say you want a more traditional view that you might be used to, kind of like the File Explorer on Windows. To do that, simply click on the little arrow next to My Drive in the left-hand menu. This will break out your folders and show a tree-like structure. While it won't show individual files in this view, it gives you a nice, clear view of your folder hierarchy. So, if you prefer to navigate in this way, you can expand and collapse folders easily, making it a more familiar navigation method if you're coming from a PC. Next up, you'll see the Computers section. Now, not all accounts will have this option, but if you've set up Google Drive for desktop, this section shows you files from your computer that have been synced to Google Drive. We won't dive too much into this right now, but if you'd like to learn more about how to sync your computer with Drive, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Just below that, there's the Shared with Me section. This is where you'll find files and folders that others have shared with you. So, whether it's a collaborative project or just a document someone wants to share with you, this is where you'll find those files. It's a quick and easy way to access content that others have given you access to. Now, the next section down is Recent Files. This is exactly what it sounds like. It shows you all the files you've worked on recently, whether they were uploaded, edited, or opened. It's a great way to quickly pick up where you left off without needing to search for those files. Below that, we have the Starred section. This is for files or folders you use often or want quick access to. For example, if you're working on a project and need easy access to some key files, you can star them. I actually don't have anything starred at the moment, but I'll show you more about how to use this feature in just a bit. Below Starred, you'll find the Spam area. Hopefully, this is empty for you, but this is where Google Drive places anything suspicious, like files shared by people you don't know, or files that seem a little fishy. After 30 days, Google Drive will automatically empty the spam folder for you, keeping things clean. Finally, there's the Trash section. If you delete a file, it doesn't disappear forever right away. Instead, it goes to trash, and you can either restore it or permanently delete it. After 30 days, files are automatically deleted from trash, but if you're ready to empty it sooner, you can do that manually. It's a nice safety net in case you accidentally delete something. Lastly, in the bottom left corner, you'll see the Storage option, which shows you how much space you're using and how much space you have left in your Google Drive. Google gives you 15 gigabytes of free storage, but you can upgrade to Google One if you need more space. Now that you're familiar with the Google Drive navigation, let's talk about the bread and butter of Drive: adding new files, creating files, and organizing everything. As I mentioned earlier, you'll always have access to that handy New button at the top left corner. When you click on it, you'll see a few options. You can upload files, upload entire folders, or create new folders and documents. Perhaps the easiest way to add a new file is to simply drag and drop it right into your Drive. Let's say you've got a file on your desktop and you want to add it to your Drive. Just open up that folder, drag the file, and drop it into Google Drive. The color of your Drive will change to show you that you're in the right place, and as soon as you let go, it'll upload the file directly into your Drive. If you want to keep it a little more traditional, you can select New, then choose File Upload. This opens up a window where you can navigate to any file on your computer and upload it to Drive. You'll see the file upload progress in the bottom right corner, and once it's done, your file will be right there in your Drive. Now, let's talk about creating files directly in Google Drive. Google Drive integrates seamlessly with Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms, and other apps. If you need to create a new document or spreadsheet, just click New, and then select the app you need. For example, you can click Google Docs to create a document, Google Sheets for a spreadsheet, or Google Slides for a presentation. Any file you create will automatically be saved to your Google Drive, so you don't have to worry about manually saving or backing up. If you need to organize your files into specific folders, it's easy to do that too. Just click the New button and select Folder. Give the folder a name, let's say Tax Documents or Work Projects, and click Create. Now you've got a folder, and you can drag and drop files into it to keep things organized. You can also right-click on a file and select Move To place it in a different folder. What if you want to organize your folders? Google Drive lets you change the color of your folders. This is a great way to visually organize your files and make certain folders stand out. To do this, just right-click on any folder, select Change Color, and pick a color that works best for you. It can be helpful for quickly identifying important folders. For example, you might want your Tax Documents folder to be green, while your Work Projects folder could be blue. You can also star folders and files that you use most often. Right-click on any file or folder and select Add to Starred. Then, go to the left-hand sidebar and click on Starred to quickly access those files. If you're having trouble finding a file, the search bar at the top is your best friend. Just type in a keyword or the name of the file you're looking for, and Drive will find it for you. It even lets you filter your results by file type like Google Docs, PDFs, or images, making it even easier to locate exactly what you need. When it comes to sharing files, Google Drive makes it incredibly easy. You can share files with anyone by right-clicking on a file or folder and selecting Share. You can then add people by entering their email addresses or copying a shareable link. You can adjust permissions to allow others to view, comment on, or edit the file. Once you've shared a file, you can always review who has access by going back to the share settings. You can change permissions, remove people, or even transfer ownership of the file if needed. As a bonus tip, let me show you how to manage version history. If you're working on a document and you need to see older versions or even revert to a previous one, right-click on the file, select Version History, and you'll be able to view and restore previous versions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on using Google Drive and other productivity tools. Thanks for watching.